What's up, my friends? That's a little bit weird. I don't know what's going on with my stream deck, but it wouldn't let me press the buttons to do my normal intro. That's all right though. So, hello. Let me grab the live stream link, and we will go from there. I mean, any technical issues that we have today will be dwarfed by the technical issues from yesterday, right? I guess I should check and make sure you can even hear me. Alright, I'm going to share the link first, and then we'll make sure that the microphone's working. The last few days have been technologically questionable. Alright, there we go. That's good. And it looks like the microphone is working, so that's good. What up, Jess, No Name, Teferi, Millmaster, Heavy Metal, Yamagoro, Joseph, Huckleberry, Habanero. Who else do we got in here? Joe, Zircon, Carson. I think that's all the hellos. Oh wait, done. I see you every day. What's up, buddy? So I think now that's every hello. All right. Carson, watching me and playing Yakuza is a fun time. Yeah, this is the perfect kind of nonsense to put on in the background while you're messing around in video games. That kind of stuff. Hey, what up, Sum? How you doing, buddy? You made it for the mystery mail, although obviously some of it ain't a mystery to you, because you're one of the people who sent one of these packages. Oh, that's right. Also, check it out. I've got like a whiteboard version of a dice now. I picked that up today, and an actual full-on like dry erase board wipe for the board. Oh ho ho! Look at me, aren't I a fancy boy? Aren't I a fancy one? All right. So let's just get this all straightened out. Oh man. So if you guys were here, if you were here yesterday, I ended up getting the pictures together. Where, like for the card images and whatever, or card image, I should say. I produced multiple images, some wearing the wizard's robe, some, like not with different facial expressions and different hand gestures and stuff. So, whomp, 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 whomp. No Name, it's hard. It's super hard to draft on Arena and want to pay attention to the stream at the same time, especially if you're doing a player draft. If it's a bot draft, you've got more leeway. Heavy Metal, you're drunk as shit. Do I have a goat, wheel, or plinko board you can throw money at? We're going to be doing, the wheel is currently being reset up because we're going to do a subscriber celebration stream. So for tonight, we don't have a board or whatever, but actually, funnily enough, if there is something you want to throw money at specifically, there is. Now this is through PayPal. All right. You remember these Marvel cards? You remember these Marvel cards and how I was talking about like who's collecting these? Who wants these kind of things? Well, apparently that would be me. Cuz I got all the I went to the store today. I went to the store today to pick up a bag of peanuts, right? To get some dry roasted peanuts. And the person in front of me was like an old Asian lady. You have to buy like $25 worth of stuff to get one of these packages of Marvel cards. Marvel. So basically, the lady at the counter, like who's rung through this woman's groceries, was like, here are the Marvel cards. And the Asian lady was like, no, I don't want whatever that is. She did not understand what it was, did not want it. So the cashier lady was like, yo, I'm going to like put this aside and I'll just give it to somebody else who wants them. So then I bought my groceries and the lady was like, do you want these Marvel cards? And I'm like, yeah. And so she gave me the couple she had in front of her register, and then she went, most people don't seem to take them or want them. And then she just handed me a wad. She handed me a wad. This is a very long explanation, I suppose, but it's leading up to pure madness. It turns out there's actually a collector's album There is a collector's album for these cards where you can put them in the album. And I saw them, like when I was passing through the store, I saw that they actually had the albums. I quickly picked one up and looked at it, thinking to myself, who's going to want this? Turns out I do, to put the cards in. But on top of that, it's madness. It's got like Black Panther yoga in it. It's got weird recipes and stuff. Like it's supposed to be a card album, but every second page is just pure insanity. So I thought that would be a fun thing to pick up. And I was like, I'm going to see if somebody wants to sponsor that via PayPal and send over some money to get the album. So, Heavy Metal, if you're aiming for something to get, you can sponsor me picking that book up. I'll go out and grab it tomorrow, and then we'll go through and look at all the madness. Literal Black Panther yoga in a card collecting album, right? Like, it's craziness. It's craziness. Habanero, where you're working today, you got a chance to listen to last night's stream since you missed it. You think you might try to pre-order the game and give it a try? Legit sounds like fun. Sweet. Make sure you use my link, because I'm supposed to get a cut too, right? So make sure you're using my link, like from the uploaded video, or I guess that's the easiest way. The stream has the link posted in the pinned comments or whatever. So make sure if you do get it, that you use that link. Shelton, you're having a fantastic day at work. Hoping that doesn't have a bug problem. Well, I hope you don't too. What up, Juglum? Kurt, how's it going? Every day the Marvel cards game is War with More Steps. Oh, is that what? See, I don't know what it is. I assumed that the book was gonna cover it all. Every day your dad's actually collecting the Marvel cards? That's hilarious. Heavy Metal, the book is like $6. It's only $6, so it's not terribly expensive. Every day, is that my fucking link that you're sharing there specifically, or are you just sharing a link to the fucking Kickstarter? Because if that ain't my link, you're hosing me, bro, and I can't tell by looking at it. I can't tell by looking at that shit. So you best not be sharing a regular link. You better be sharing my version of the link, or get that out of here. Heavy Metal, when is the subscriber stream? Tomorrow. That's the plan. The plan is for it to be tomorrow. I've got to I got to get everything set up properly, because I want to change up some of the games that are on the wheel and whatever. I got some ideas, but it needs to... The wheel doesn't have anything written on it yet, so I got to actually go through. Some of the stuff will probably be the same, but there'll be maybe some tweaks on what you already know. I haven't 100% decided, but I did decide that since I woke up early today and wasn't feeling great, that we weren't going to do it. Like, unless I'm feeling awesome, I don't want to do the subscriber celebration. I want to make sure that I'm coming in with a high level of energy. And ultimately, I feel pretty good now, and we could have done it, but at the end of the day, I made the decision to push it off, you know? Every day you know better now. That's my link. Excellent. Excellent, bro. I can have Insult on, but Insult is on the wheel, man. That's already there. That's already there. Heavy Metal says, you had me at yes. All right, buddy. All right, you are officially sponsoring the Marvel card game book. It's hilarious to me now that I'm actually looking at collecting this stuff. That's funny. All right, let's update this here. I know yesterday, with the way the stream was going, the Lord of the Board stuff did not get handled properly, because there was so much going on, and I was trying to be a proper host, you know? I'm only used to it being just me. Jess, the Marvel cards are only at like, what is it? They're at Loblaw, Shoppers Drug Mart, Value Mart. They might be at like, hold on. Is there more here? Canadian Superstore, Zayres. It looks like anything that's part of that particular. I think it's anywhere that you get optimum points, bro. I think that's the case. What up, Paul? Jess, you think it could be worth something to someone far in the future? I doubt it. I doubt it. These cards aren't, they're not high quality. But the reality is, I already have 12 different cards out of the 90 card set, and I've got a bunch of these Marvel things that we were already opening on the wheel anyway, so I figure why not step it up a notch, right? Why not step it up a notch? Brent, how you doing, buddy? It's pure insanity or semi-pure insanity? I guess we're going to find out. I didn't sit down and read through the whole book, right? I just flipped through it thinking to myself, who would even want one of these? And then by the end of the day, I was like, I would be one of the people who even wants one of these, pretty much as a meme and for us to enjoy, right? Rays, how you doing, buddy? Every day you clicked on my Kickstarter link, how do we know it's yours? If it's the link that's in the description or in the pinned comment over on my live stream channel. Hold on, you know what? Let me just... I think the easiest way is to see... If it ends with ref equals 33G3VR in the link, then you know it's mine. Because that's my specific reference number. Teferi, you know there's going to be 2 cards that are impossible to get. Will there be? I don't know. I don't know if they're actually going to game the system that much. I have no idea how much interest there is in it. I wasn't expecting to hear that, like, your dad is collecting them, for example. But now here I am going, well, if I can collect them up and have some fun, let's go with it. George, quitting smoking is making everyone you know hate you. Quitting smoking is hard, man. It is hard. It makes you irritable. Every day. By the way, thanks for wanting to make sure that you actually had the right link. I appreciate that. Jess, yeah, there's a big difference between 1990 and 91 cards that were made as a collectible card game versus like this throwaway stuff at a grocery store. I liken it more to things like the McDonald's like throwaway cards. Some of that stuff in the past might have been worth something, but I don't feel like any of it is now. Heavy metal, quitting smoking was the hardest thing you've done to date. It's been 13 and a half years now. Well done, buddy. It is extremely difficult. Your Modern Horizon 3 gift bundles were high quality. You must have got them from a good printing then, because no, Wizards has not stepped up their quality. Brent, you're playing a game called Pretend New Kickstarter Projects Don't Exist so you can aggressively pay down debt. Fair enough. That's a good game to play, man. Baron, you think there'll probably be some interest from Marvel fans from countries that can't get the cards from a store? If you guys think that, I don't. I think that this is just going to be there's a million things for Marvel you can collect. And these cards aren't printed in any kind of high quality way. It's really, what it makes me think of is back in the day when they had those little books that you could buy and you'd buy packets of random stickers. It was a sticker collector book for like Ghostbusters and stuff, and little rectangle stickers, and you'd fill out the books. It's got that kind of a vibe. Like when it comes to the card pages, they don't have all the card holding pages in a row. It's like interspersed. The book it's weird. It's like, it's almost like a strange magazine. So I'll pick one up. Because of heavy metal, and we will take a look at it. Yeah, Jess, Beanie Babies were just like a scam at a certain point, right? They're just little stuffed animals that somehow turned into a craze, and people thought, I'm going to get Beanie Babies and make bank and save them and stuff. And then they just went, what? They're not worth anything anymore? Yeah, who cares? Who cares? Heavy Metal's right. People will support you once you like get through the quitting process 100%. It's difficult, but it's worth it. Baron, are they from Disney or knockoffs? No, they're legit. These are legit licensed Marvel stuff, which is why the grocery stores, you have to spend $25 to get a pack. So the lady hooking me up, I would have had to been buying over $200 worth of groceries to get the packs that she gave me, which is amazing. JD, what's up, buddy? Larry, yes, we're talking about the Loblaws Marvel cards. I'm going to be getting the card album that you collect your cards up in, and it also teaches you how to do Black Panther yoga, which is so confusing. If you find the Infinity Stones in store, you can get entered in a draw to go to Captain America premiere? What? Weird. I guess maybe there are some rare cards then. All right. Beanie Babies were the NFTs of the 90s. The difference is NFTs are completely worthless and useless. At least Beanie Babies are stuffed animals you can give to kids, right? Shane, are there any new TCGs I'm interested in? Oh yeah, buddy. The Marvel grocery store card game. There's a bunch, actually. I'm going to the Grand Archive Championships. I'm going to be in the Paragon card game. I actually have a new sponsor in the works. That's another card game. That one, I believe we're slating that one for November. So it's going to take a bit for that one to roll out. But the stuff is already on its way to me in the mail, as far as I know. Or it's at least getting started up. Every day your brother paid for you to be on a card in SoulForge? Well, that's nice. That's cool. You sent me the link that has the details. Where'd you send it? In the Discord? Ah, okay. All right, thanks, man. Thanks. I will take a look at that. I will take a look at that later. I'll wait until I have the magazine and we'll go over all of it at the same time. Yeah, Magoro, I doubt, like, the McDonald's Monopoly stuff had actual problems with the mob, like criminals, like organized crime taking over it and running scams. But this doesn't have a cash prize or anything. The most there is you get to go and see a movie. So I'm not worried that they're running some kind of scam, but feel free, be skeptical. I don't really give a shit one way or the other. You know what I mean? I'm just interested in the goofiness of it. And I think it's hilarious to get a weird magazine that has yoga in it and also you put your cards in here. It's such a strange thing. And for how little Loblaws is charging you to buy the actual book, it makes me think they're probably losing money on the booklets, thinking this is going to be a big thing. So, I don't know. I haven't heard anybody clamoring over it. Mailmaster, the printers that made the Monopoly stickers were mob-owned. Is that how it went? I only know a little bit of the details in passing. What was it? Oh, that's right. The peanuts. I was like, well, there was something that I was going to do while I was here. I was going to crack some of those peanuts open because shelling peanuts it's time consuming, but the peanuts are so much better when they're actually like roasted in shell. When you get them out of the shell, they're just not as good. I don't know if that's just me, but that's totally the case. I just can't find like jars or cans of peanuts that are the same, man. Jess, you think it's hilarious watching Pawn Stars and people try to get the highest market value at a pawn shop? Yeah, people can be pretty funny. There'll be people who go like, I remember when I was buying Magic collections and I'd get a call from Buddy owning the LGS because he didn't want to buy collections anymore because it wasn't working out for him. And so he would just refer them to me. So I come down to the store and they pull out a 2-lane box and they're like, okay, so we looked up all the prices of these cards, and according to the website, this is worth $1,000. So we're looking for like 70% of that. And I'd grab a big stack of the cards and start to flip through them, look through the stuff they have in the box, and I'm like, okay, here's the thing. I don't even want to make an offer on this box, just to let you know, because any offer I make is going to be so insulting to you that we're not going to come to an agreement. So thanks for letting me take a look, and best of luck to you. Because that's how it turned out. It's like, so you looked up the prices of all these random commons and uncommons, and you're like, this is a quarter, this is 50 cents. No, those are zeros. Those are zeros. Like, I'm looking for singles that I can sell to other people. You're offering me another box of crap that I can put on my shelf. Like, I would offer you about fucking $40 for what you have in this box, because it's almost all commons and uncommons, and almost none of them are something anybody's gonna want from me, and I already have tons of copies of a lot of these cards. So you're like thinking, I have $1,000 worth of cards and I'm being generous by taking 30% off, and it's like, no. You've got a bunch of bulk and a handful of actual sellable cards. So, yeah. You know what I mean? One of those kind of things. Larry, you got the Marvel card? Did you get the book too? And you're having problems with it? All right. I guess I will discover that firsthand. Heavy Metal, you remember the first McDonald's Monopoly game because your dad got you a quarter pounder extra Maluveal. Apparently I can't read. Paul, you've had the same thing with people wanting to buy your sets? I mean, I get it. You look online and you think to yourself, whatever, but it's like, look, you don't get full rate for this stuff. That's what the end sellers get. And most of their stock, they don't get to sell. They just keep it all sitting there, and most people never buy it. So it's crazy that people don't understand that. They think, yo, I'm giving you a deal. And it's like, you don't want to have to individually find buyers for all these cards, right? That's right. Okay, so you recognize that there's value in somebody else doing that. And it's just like, but all these cards are zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So when you explain that to people, they just get angry like you're trying to rip them off. So I just go, forget it. Forget it. It's not worth the hassle. It's not worth the hassle. When they're that disconnected from reality, it's like, I don't know if you don't know the magic markets, or it's like when somebody says, I'm selling this. I want 95% of the value. Oh, well, cool. Good for you. Hopefully you get it. Good luck. I don't know anybody who's going to pay you 95%, but yeah, I mean, it's a free world. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. You're going to be ended up with it. You're not going to get your money. I'll tell you that right now. But do what you want. Do what you want. Jess, that sounds like a made-up story, bro. Saying, hey, you came to one of our restaurants, but you can't sue us because you signed up for our television shows. That doesn't sound like an actual thing, man. That doesn't sound like an actual thing. Shane, I have no idea, man. I have no idea how card games will do after their fucking Kickstarters. There's so many variables that go into it. Who fucking knows? Who can predict what's gonna pop off and not? So, your guess is as good as mine, man. It's not a made-up story, but it is a made-up legal theory. What do you mean? What do you mean? Habanero, you've never been interested in selling your cards, so your mentality for buying cards is you're getting your game pieces, and once the money's spent, it's gone. Well, that's the surefire way to not feel bad afterwards. It was in their terms and conditions on Disney Plus that you can't sue them for anything. Oh, well, guess what? That's not going to stand up in any fucking court of law. I'll tell you that right now. If that is real and it did happen, yeah, you can sue us. Yeah, we fucking can. Fuck you. No, you signed a EULA. Yeah, no, here, I got news for you, corporation. You can't just override all existing laws because somebody fucking signed up for something. Well, we just included this, and hey, you know what? If you sign up for Disney Plus, we can actually take all the money from your bank account and your children. We can just come and take your kids. Oh, no, you can't actually do that. There's no fucking chance that's going to stand up in court at all. At all. If Disney's lawyers fucking tried that shit, that's just bad press. And no fucking judge with a brain that functions is going to accept that. They're going to be like, go fuck yourself. You can't write in a goddamn end user license agreement for your television shows that, oh, by the way, we're indemnified against anything that happens at all, anywhere, ever. Nope. There's no way. What up, Mox Man? How you doing? But I mean, I can believe a lawyer would try saying that, but there's no way. There's no way that's going to be successful, right? There's zero chance. Zero chance of that. Every day, yes. You're not the only one who has to deal with that. People get unsubscribed from channels all the time and have to keep resubscribing. I'm not sure why. Millmaster, that's ridiculous. A lady dies at Disney World, and then they try and say, because they fuck up at the restaurant, and when the husband sued, they're like, she signed up for a Disney Plus trial, and the arbitration clause still applies. No. There's no way. There's no way that's going to be accepted by the actual courts. That's the kind of thing you say going, no, you can't sue us because of this. And it's like, let me get this straight. You fucking vulture pieces of shit actually dug around to find out, hey, this lady who died, find out if she had a Disney Plus account, because remember when we put that clause in there about how they can't sue us? Let's use it. Like, there's no way. There's no way. It's insane. That's insane. Moxman, I mean, I presumed that they were unsubbing people who hadn't watched a channel in a while, but they've had a bunch of different problems before where literally just starting a live stream or putting out a new video would unsubscribe a whole bunch of people. I remember when that was an ongoing issue, and it was really obnoxious. That's hilarious. There's no way. There is no way that that's going to hold up. Imagine that. A company can go, oh, once upon a time you tried one of our digital services, and that means anything that happens, it's crazy the shit that they try and include in contract. Just go, you signed it, so yeah, your wife died, yeah, it was our fault, but fuck you, guy, because you know what? She watched, like, The Last Airbender 5 years ago. Sorry, what? Yeah, pound sand, dickhead, you can't fucking sue us. We killed your wife, right? But she got to watch Willow. What? Yeah, when she signed up to watch fucking Willow. When she signed up to watch Willow, she agreed, we can't be sued forever over nothing. That's Baron, you think Disney's hoping to delay the case in court with that tactic and hope the husband runs out of money and takes a lower settlement? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of people would rally behind him and go, here's more money to keep suing Disney. Fuck them. Sue them for your legal costs as well. Wow, I guess, you know what? I guess Disney just trumpeted, pirate our shit! Pirate our shit! Pirate our shit! You should totally steal our content constantly because guess what? If you legally acquire our services, we're going to use that to try and fuck you over. And it's like, oh, yeah, no. Like, I would never sign up for Disney Plus now. Ever. Ever. Right? I'd never sign up for anything Disney made ever again. No. Is there a sign up? No, fuck you. You can't have my money and I won't be a part of it. I'm not doing it. Well, we're just trying to limit ourselves in all legal liability. So yeah, go. Help yourself to fucking Disney shit, apparently is what they're saying. Because you'd be insane to sign up for their service. Like, why would you want that broadcasted? Why, like, how would you not think that in this day and age, that shit's gonna get fucking spread everywhere? Everybody's gonna find out. That's ridiculous. Heavy metal, your invincible hands only seem to last for 3 days. Well, 3 days apiece. Habanero, yeah, man, that is the normal gut reaction, right? You hear about it and you're like, yeah, I want to hear. I want them to get slammed so hard. I want them to get slammed so hard. It's so gross, the shit that these fucking corporations pull. Corporations have been given way too much fucking power, treated like their own fucking legal entities. It used to be like they're people. It used to be corporations had a limit on how long they could last, right? And now they can have all the rights of people, and they can donate to political campaigns, and they can fucking have more money than countries and pull all kinds of insane shit. The world is fucking bonkers bizarro, bro. There are some arguments that even court of law should just automatically raise the penalties for the party making the argument and require covering opposing costs. It's insane, man. That's insane. Like, I can't even believe this shit. Millmaster lawyers will be champing at the bit. Gross negligence and abuse. Treble the damage. Treble that damage, please, Your Honor. Disney deserves to get raked over the coals for this. The fact that their first reaction is some lady died. How do we get out of this? Not, oh shit, let's fix this. Let's make it right. No. She signed up for a TV show 5 years ago. I know you lost your partner. I know your wife is dead. I know the most important person to you in the world is gone. But see, here's the thing. She signed up for a streaming service. So we're not responsible. You can't do anything. It's insane. That's insane. What up, Benny? How you doing? Hope life has been kind to me. Actually, it has today. Me and Carly went to a barbecue that had a raffle, and we both won something in the raffle. She won some bottles of wine. We don't drink wine, so they'll make good gifts for other people. And I won a porcelain bowl set. They're old people prizes. What are you going to do? Or lady prizes or whatever. Carly's more excited about the bowls than I am. I was just happy to win, right? She won the wine, and I was just like, oh, well, that's not going to really do much for us. And then I won the bowls, and I'm like, I guess it's all the same difference. Somebody else won, like, multiple gift certificates to a bunch of restaurants, and I'm like, well, I'm glad to be a winner, but at the same time, I would have much rather had that fast food action money, you know? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Every day. Let's find some unscrupulous legal way around this. It's disgusting, honestly. It's so gross that the companies are just like, human lives don't matter. We need to make sure that our shareholders don't fucking lose 1 penny off of their payouts or whatever. It's a pretty big letdown. Hey, thanks for the congratulations. It just feels fun to be a winner, you know? It's a nice feeling. Boeing's agreed to plead guilty to a criminal charge of conspiracy to defraud the United States and pay up to $487 million in fines. That's crazy. Yeah, Billmaster, exactly. See, when you downloaded the Starbucks app so you could pay for your sugar water faster, you indemnified us from lawsuits when our barista poisoned your drink or our building collapsed on your car. It's insane. It's insane. Zircon, yeah, I agree. It is a strange hill to die on. Jonathan, there's no point in exchanging the wine because we don't drink. It's not a matter of, oh, it's wine and we drink coolers or beer. neither of us drinks alcohol. So it's just whatever, you know? It's just whatever. I'm going to go get some more water. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, my friends. Hold up. Oh, you know what? I guess it's been a while since I played the fun little intermission. Here we go. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be... Alright, I'm back. While I was getting the water, I told Carly about the Disney nonsense as well. It's crazy. Zircon, yeah, I do. You know, if it's not a place that's actually owned by Disney, it seems like they should more be aiming at the "this isn't our place, we're not responsible." Not, you can't even because you signed up for a trial of Disney Plus. It's insane, man. It's insane. Insane. What a world. Heavy Metal says, fast food action money. I got a sausage, egg McMuffin, and hash brown yesterday. A hash brown from McDonald's, big boy? Oh, you're look at this. Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal is besting himself. He's lapping himself here. I don't normally have hash browns, right? They're not really a thing for me. I remember eating hash browns when I was like, I just moved out of my parents' place, like when I was starting off my adult life, and like I could get a big sleeve of hash browns for cheap, but I never liked them. It was just, this is what I could afford, and almost every place I've ever had hash browns sucked. But there was a restaurant in Niagara Falls where it's like a all day breakfast restaurant. They close at 2. I don't know how you can call it all day breakfast and you close at 2, but they had like little chunks of potato as their hash browns or whatever, and they were pretty good. I actually ate some of them. It's crazy. Like normally keep me away from all of that, but we had breakfast for dinner. Actually, we had bacon and pancakes. It was good. It was good. Put the hash brown on the sandwich. Oh, all right. That's different. Millmaster, do they have Sonics in Canada? I don't know about all of Canada, but I've never seen a Sonic anywhere I've been. I do like deals on fast food. Like fucking Wendy's has a banger deal right now where for $4 they'll give you a junior bacon cheeseburger and 6 nuggets for $4. That seems so good. Speaking of food costs and things like that, I'm I'm a little bit like, I don't know, sad might not be the right word, disappointed, let down, accepting of reality, however you want to put it. There is a Chinese food place that I like to go to, and like it's been around forever. I remember it used to be owned by different people. When I was in like grade school, this place was owned by the parents of a chick I went to school with. And so we would go there and I'd go in the back and we would actually, like, I'd hang out with the other kid and we would play and whatever. And like it was a Chinese restaurant, but they also would make me hamburgers and stuff like that. And so I had good memories of it when I was a kid. And then at one point when I was living right above the game store, it was so close that I would go there and pick up food all the time. And the last couple weeks, due to different circumstances, I wasn't able to go there on Friday and grab some food. And then when I went in yesterday, the lady said, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. The prices went up." And the prices went up by like 27%. And I just looked at it and was just like, this is too expensive now. This food, it's like, it's supposed to be cheap Chinese food, and it already gives me like heartburn, indigestion action, but like the price of it has moved up to the point where I can't like it was supposed to, like, they had already gotten it up to like 8, like it was like 7.65 or something like that, right? And that's what I was expecting to pay. And then she rang it through and was like, "All right, that'll be $10." And I took it out of my wallet and gave her the $10. I didn't go, "No, I'm not going to pay that. It's too much." But in my head, I was like, we've hit the threshold. This is too much now. It's like, this food is not worth $10 when I can go to like a pizza place and get like a pizza. You know what I mean? Like for like $11, I can get like a large take-home pepperoni pizza, like cooked and everything. So for $1 more, I can get multiple meals for me and Carly. And it just, your food's not that good. And so I just thought to myself inside, I'm like, well, this is sad. A lot of the times you don't know when you're going to be in a place for the last time. But I know, I'm like, I'm not going back there anymore, unfortunately, because it's too expensive. And it's just, oh man, that's a bummer. That's a bummer, you know? So, what are you going to do? Heavy metal, when Wendy's got pushback for surge pricing, you took advantage of their $1 single, $2 double each week, every week until it ended. Surge pricing is weird. Surge pricing is a strange concept. I mean, yeah, the fact that you have to pay more because everybody wants to buy their food now. So if it's like, well, everyone who works 9 to 5 at noon, it just costs more money because we know you're all coming. But then if you're somebody who can show up at weird hours and eats on a different schedule, you can get shit cheaper. So it's like, I don't know. It seems like a strange business model, but one that might become an inevitability, you know? Larry, are there any other cards in Mystery Boosters 2 besides Whiteboard, Future Frame, and Playtest cards? Yeah, there's just a bunch of regular reprints like the other Mystery Boosters. Jess, you think Chinese food never lets you down? Well, you and I have different opinions, my friend. Larry, you have had Sonics. There's none in Canada, but the taste of the burger reminded you of a Whopper. Okay, all right. That gives me a context there. What up, Rain? I was paying cash. I always paid cash when I went there. So no discount for that. No discount for that. Heavy Mel, you did that keto? We tried that stuff for a bit. Jess, $17 before tip for all you can eat? That's great. That's great. Pierce, what's up? You enjoyed yesterday? Yeah, it was good times. Just, I've had Chinese food let me down a number of times. It's too bad, but I'm not paying fucking $10 for 4 chicken balls, some some very questionable rice and 2 wontons. That's a fucking rip, bro. That is a rip, right? Any way you look at it, that's a rip off. Made me start to think about other restaurants that went away. There was an awesome place called the Bowls Barbecue Pit where you could get reasonably priced steaks. Their mashed potatoes were amazing. The place had even been on TV. But then the quality of the food went down and the prices went up and it was like, they're gone. Forget it. You just stop going. And then there's other places that just wanted a business because people retired rather than like it actually wasn't. Like there was this one place called Carlos's Cantina. Best chimichangas I've ever had in my life. I loved their chimichangas. And they handmade their own like nacho chips and everything. It was awesome. But they're gone. They're gone. Millmaster, I ain't going to the States to get some tater tots. That does not sound appealing in the slightest, my man. In the slightest. Nah. A place that I haven't been to in a while that I'd love to go to is the Mandarin, right? The Mandarin is awesome, but it's also pricey. It's like $30 a head, right? So it's like $60 plus tax and tips. So you start creeping up into like the fucking $80, $90 for 2 people to go and eat. And it's just like $4 burger and nuggets at Wendy's? Yeah, $90 for Mandarin? No, not unless it's like a super, super special occasion, you know? But it is always fun when somebody's like, yo, I'm going to treat you to the Mandarin, let's go. And it's like, yeah, that doesn't happen very often. But when it did, it's like, bro, I love it. I love all you can eat buffets so much. Like you go around, the first round is about going and seeing all the different things they have everywhere, right? What are all of my options? What are all the good things? You put a bit of everything on your plate that you think might be good, try it and figure out what's really good that day, and then go and like zero in on that. Actually, places like the Mandarin are the only kind of locations where I eat chicken wings, because I feel like chicken wings are a ripoff, right? You just like, we're going to sell you this many wings, mostly just selling you bones and crap. But when it's just, here's a gigantic thing of them, take as many as you want and just munch down on them, and that's included with everything else, that's a different beast. Heavy metal, you get weighed 1 or 2 times a year for your job, and you got to be 197 pounds or less, or you get your midsection measured and risk getting kicked out. After 6 months of fat shaming, it's a very unique aspect. Bro, having a job that forces you to keep your weight at a healthy level is a massive benefit. You know, like that's pretty sweet overall. Something that incentivizes you to stay fit and not overeat. Juglum, you love Denny's? I've been to Denny's, but like a million years ago. Like a million years ago. Millmaster, what? Grab your ankles and shout the name of the restaurant? What the hell does that mean? Kurt, you stay away from Chinese food because MSG is gluten salt and you've got the celiac. All right. That's how it goes, Larry, right? That's just the reality of it. Like, Carly loves the Mandarin. I love the Mandarin. We actually have pictures from birthdays where we've gone to the Mandarin. We have a collection of them because, like, that would be the thing. I took Carly to the Falls for her birthday this year instead. But if we hadn't gone to the Falls, then that money would have been used to go to the Mandarin instead. JD knows the struggle. The struggle is real, bro. Sandwich, apparently you love the MSG. All right, buddy. All right. I think it's hilarious that I'm going to go and buy a Marvel card album that has yoga nonsense in it. I went from like, who wants this to I want it, and now I'm excited about getting it, even though it's stupid. No. Oh, public fucking service announcement, guys. If you've ever considered watching the movie Strawberry Mansion, don't bother. The movie tries to do a bunch of things and fails at all of them. And it seemed like such an interesting premise where it's the future and you're forced to record your dreams. And every morning you have to upload your dreams to the government because they tax your dreams. So if you dream of like a buffalo, they assign a financial value to that buffalo. They go, buffalo, $5,000. Tax, 25 cents. They literally tax your dreams. It's a wild concept. What was that? Oh, it's my medication reminder. Yes, okay. Just there's a fancy place called the Beef Eater, but you used to think it was called the Beef Eater. That's funny. Trustworthy what? You made $100,000 bet on the stock market? Must be nice to have that kind of money, bro. Millmaster, what about strawberry shortcake? Oh, I'd kiss her right on her little strawberry mouth. The movie was a big letdown, honestly. It was like, okay, cool. You've got like this guy who works as an auditor and he audits people's dreams, but then the movie just tries to do multiple things at the same time, and it's just like, okay, like the government that is letting companies project ads into your mind, and this lady whose dreams are being audited also happened to invent a helmet that like stops the ads from being able to play in your mind. So you just end up with this big muddled mess where the movie wants to go in 4 different directions, and then the auditor falls in love with the dream memory of this old lady for no reason. And it's just like, what is this? What is this? Juggling, you want to see the new Aliens movie? What, the Romulus one? I heard it's not good. I heard it's not good. But you know what is good? Opening mystery mail. I think it's time to do that. You know what? We're gonna start. We'll do the what some sent second. We're gonna check the one from Sweden. We're gonna check the one from Sweden first. This has traveled a long way, and the package is pretty funky. All right, so I have literally no idea what's in here. Heavy Metal says, I don't know how stock investing works, but I feel threatened and have the urge to measure my dick. All right. Let's go. Where's my Botana? Oh, it's right here. No, Jess, you definitely didn't miss the mail. I like to wait. I don't always do it like right away because it gives people time to show up. Also, the anticipation of opening the stuff is a lot of fun too, right? All right, so I got the tape off. Let's see if this little the little rip tab is perfect. That worked great. It is a book. All right, what is it? Oh, cool. Look at that. It's a tie-in to Bloomborough. It's Redwall. I've never experienced Redwall. Is this Canadian? Oh wow, there's a whole bunch of wow, there's so many books. So many books. This was originally made in the 80s. Oh, yeah, it's got little maps and stuff. This is awesome. This is awesome. Actually, the cover of it, it kind of makes me think of the Bulgarian, the Malorian, you know? Those kind of books. And you got cool guy on the back. That's cool, man. It says Sweden on the package, but then it says Amazon.ca, so that is confusing. That is definitely confusing. I don't 100% know what's going on there. But either way, that is a sweet score. That's cool. All right. So that one's down. We got the red wall. Now, let's see what's in this thing right here. Let's see what Sum's been up to. Oh, what's this? Reset. Jackie Chan presents Reset, a relentless thriller. I've never heard of this one. Breakneck chases, high-altitude jeopardy, and split-second rescues. Scientist Zia Tian is on the verge of a major discovery when she successfully sends living tissue back in time. Oh, that's how you get Terminators! But everything unravels after her young son's kidnapped and held for a hefty ransom. They want the entirety of her research. When the drop goes sour and her son is killed, Zia sends herself back in time on a desperate mission to prevent his death in this action-packed sci-fi thriller from producer Jackie Chan. Oh, it's Jackie Chan Presents, not Jackie Chan is in it. All right. This is funky. Time stuff is cool, right? Time travel, time loops, all that stuff. It's pretty funky. Is there something else in here? Oh, what is this? Oh, shit! Hey! Yo-yo strings! Bro, that's dope. That's dope, but there's like a million in here. Hold on. I'm gonna go get my yo-yo and we're gonna restring it with a color string right now. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hold on. Grab this stuff out of here too. Grab the little insert sheets. All right, the little notes inside say, for the movie, thought this was good, hope you enjoy it. And so many strings! So many strings! Hold on. I gotta go get my yo-yo. Well, I guess while I'm at it, I can show Carly my colorful yo-yo strings. Look how many yo-yo strings I got. Not, yeah, isn't that awesome? It's true. Or I can use this one for infinity. One or the other, or both. Yeah! Yo-yo! G.I. Joe! Heavy metal and moth landed in your dinner. That's no good, buddy. That's no good. All right, I'm gonna put a new string on this yo-yo. I'm gonna put a colored one on here because that's so cool. All right, got the string off. Joe, Boss Level was a fun movie, man. Look at how many there are. Like, that's a crazy amount of yo-yo strings. That's dope. I've never had this many yo-yo strings in one go, and it comes in a nice little rezippable bag. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. How is this? how is this set up here? How do I, oh, how do I untangle this in a way that doesn't knot it up? Yeah, look at that. There we go. Perfect. All right. Looking good. Just unwind this end here. This is the skill testing part of the journey. I'm losing. Jess, you thought your pill container was moving on its own, but then it turned out to be a grasshopper? All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yo, yo, yo. There we go. Now let's get that tightened back up. Is this longer than that other string was, too? Oh, it is. Nice. It's a longer yo-yo string than the one that came with it, too. That's awesome. All right. Sweet. Well, if I do this right now with the length of the string, I'm just going to smash the yo-yo straight into the ground. So I'm going to avoid doing that. But it is now restrung with this crazy neon string, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's dope. Got a movie, got the red wall, got reset, got red wall, and rope. It's triple R action. Triple R action. For a triple R rated stream. Sandwich, are Dunkin' yo-yos still the best? I'm not like a yo-yo connoisseur, honestly. Where is the little briefcase thingamabobber? There it is. This is where I put the little Amazon slips that say the words. Ooh, gonna knock the light over. There we go. Heavy Metal, the Army Movers lost your projector screen, but they called you yesterday saying they found it and are shipping it to you. Nice. Nice. Man, that was some sweet mail, bro. That's awesome. Thanks to some, and thanks to whoever sent me the Redwall book, because it doesn't actually say anywhere on the package. So I don't know where that came from. But enough people talked about this when it came to the whole Bloomborough thing that it did make me very curious. This is the 30th anniversary edition. Oh, a one-eyed rat and his savage horde coming to conquer Redwall Abbey. All right. The lost sword of the legendary Martin the Warrior. And so begins the epic quest of a bumbling young apprentice. Right on. All right. That's got the makings of good times. Juglum! Not tonight, buddy. Not tonight, my friend. Yo-yos are always a little bit annoying right after you put the string on there, right? You gotta do some yo-ing. You gotta do some yo-ing to get it to work right. Get the string on there tightly and get it to be responsive. It'll just smack into whatever. So I'm gonna do that somewhere where I either have like carpeting or a towel or something down, because I like this yo-yo, and I don't want to bash it up. I've been avoiding mostly doing things like walking the dog and whatever else with it, because I didn't want the paint to get all scuffed up. But the glue job I did putting this back together worked quite well, so I'm happy about that. Trustworthy, never trust a one-eyed anything. Watch out for the old one eye. Pyre! Oh, it was you. It was you who sent the Redwall novel? Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. It's odd. It's odd that it wouldn't let you fill out gift info for it. But I'm glad that you were here when I opened it to let me know. Because, yeah, most of the time when I receive things, I know that they're coming and who they're coming from. I had no clue. Some, yep, round the world. Like fucking Rock the Cradle, that kind of stuff. 100%. Pyre, you forgot you did it? Well, it's a surprise for both of us then. It's a nice choice. It seems like there's a ton of books in the series, man. And I have been spending like more time reading action. I've tried to stop spending as much time reading crap on my phone when I'm in the bathroom and places like that, and just reading actual books. One, because I think it's easier on the eyes. And two, because I feel like it's way too easy to get sucked into dumb nonsense online and reading other people's stupid arguments and just like a waste of time, you know? Where you just go, okay, I can't believe I just like read this whole thread. We're two idiots. I respect neither of these people's intelligence, but I just read them fighting with each other and just kept getting deeper into it. Mill putting a towel down sounds like the action of a yo-yo aficionado. I don't think it does. I think a yo-yo aficionado would know the length, and apparently you're supposed to like trim the string down to your belly button length. Like there's a particular length you're supposed to have it at, but I always just use whatever length string they got, right? I'm reasonably tall, so it hasn't caused any issues for me. Yeah, man, get to it. Start reading some books. There's something about reading a book in physical form versus the digital. You know, the digital ones, it's fine. It's fine if you like that, but I don't like digitally reading books. I don't. I much prefer having the actual book. Look, it comes with a big shipping sticker. Do you think that they'll accept me in the post office? Would you accept me in your box? Oh shit, you know what? I just realized I didn't have an edible. And I'm gonna fucking fix that right now. I'm gonna go get one. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and show Carly that I'm being shipped off. I'm ready for you to take me to the post office. I got my shipping information. Oh, I'm defective. I'm a fucking defect. Get that shit out of here. The Marvel book has been sponsored. Yeah. Carly said I'm defective. Heavy Metal, you paid $250 for an eHarmony account only to find out there's only one attractive woman with the same interests in your area? That's a steep price tag, bro. Pyre, you knew a professional yo-yoer. You saw him change the string mid-routine? Wow. Heavy Metal, so you bought another guitar amp and 2 magic cards. Well, I guess that's probably a better use of your money. than getting ripped off by a dating site, huh? What up, DJ Longhair? How you doing? Trustworthy says attractive women are interested in money. Well, that makes sense. Who doesn't like money? I fucking love money. Money's great. It does a lot of useful things. Keeps the fucking lights on, keeps you fed. It's good stuff. I found it to be useful. Oh, man. Damn. Larry, you tried eHarmony as well, and you can confirm it sucks. I've used dating sites, but never ones you had to pay for. Oh, DJ Longhair, you're getting back into your all your complicated games. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm working on what the wheel's going to be like for my 58,000 subscriber celebration stream. So that'll be tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow most likely. That's the plan. That's the plan. And I'm getting a collector book for my Marvel cards, big boy. And to learn yoga. So ridiculous. Oh, I have card 69. The collector. That will be me. That will be me. I like meeting ladies in person, honestly, but it's not like I have met chicks from dating apps that's never turned into anything more than like a brief fling, you know? Just getting sucked off in the park or something, you know, like, but I never actually like started a relationship that went anywhere through any dating app. Yeah, Larry, I'm not surprised that you feel like the dating apps are super rigged. Yeah, I just feel like, I mean, you meet people in person, then you've got like a better idea of whether you're going to connect and whatever else. So, I definitely banged some chicks that I picked up on dating apps, but never got into like a proper relationship with them. All the real relationship I've had have been like people I met in real life in some location first. Well, I mean, there was the one chick. Well, I didn't meet her through a dating app, though. There was the one chick in Quebec, and we ended up living together, and we were together for a few years, but that wasn't through a dating app. Heavy metal, one of the things you got to bear in mind when it comes to wanting to fucking get into a relationship or whatever, you can't pick a particular person. You have to be open to the options that present themselves to you, because zeroing in on somebody and being like, that's the one, they can be in relationships. There's all kinds of different things that make it so it's like, that makes it so like, what's it called? What am I trying to say here? Like, if you just pick one person and get hung up on them, there's all kinds of reasons they may not be available. Whereas if you actually go ahead and just like pay attention to who's around who might be available. Do you know what I mean? That kind of a thing. I don't think I'm explaining this properly, honestly. Hold on. Just got some feedback on the Paragon pictures that I sent over, and it said that the pictures are excellent. And then just asking if I want to be a human or a different fantasy race. And I'm like, human 100%. 100%. Pyre says, eHarmony's average users, I need a responsible man to raise my 4 kids. I'm not interested in raising anybody else's kids. I don't like to date mothers because I don't want their kid to start to think that I'm going to be a permanent part of their life or any of that when I have zero intentions of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not what I'm looking for. So for me, I'm always like straight up when it comes to dating. I tell the women what level I'm at, whether I'm looking for something serious or if I'm just casual and about, you know. And I'd hook up with a mom, but like let her know, hey, casual, whatever. So if you're looking for somebody to like step in for the father role, I wish you luck in your search, you know, 100%, 100%. Heavy metal, that's where you mess up. You see one person, there's nothing wrong with being attracted to people, but you got to understand that they have to be open, available, and interested in you. There's like all these different factors. So what you have to do is just leave yourself open to possibilities and just go from there, you know? Like me and Carly ended up together, but at the time that I was dating Carly, I was also seeing another chick who, if you had asked me ahead of time which one I would end up with, I would have said the other chick, right? I knew her first, and there was a different range of reasons that I would have felt that way. But actually spending time with both of them, it became really evident that I much preferred the company of Carly, and so that's how it went. So you just got to leave yourself open to the possibilities, bro. Millmaster says, if you want to make responsible choices in life, find a woman who's made responsible choices in her life. What you have to remember as well is picking up, like, you can't bring somebody in your life to fix your life, right? Heavy metal, I'm like, for real. I know that you've been having a difficult time lately, so bear this in mind. Bear this in mind. You might be thinking that, like, if you get into a relationship, it's going to improve your life or make your life better, all that kind of stuff, help you fix your problems. That is not a healthy way to approach getting into a relationship. What you do is you fix your own problems and you make your life the kind of life that other people would want to be a part of. You don't go, oh, I'm sinking. My ship is sinking and I need a rock to cling to. And you're going to help me fix my life. That's way too much to put on somebody. And would you want that? Like, imagine a woman going, I want to be in a relationship with you. My life is a train wreck. And like being with you is going to fix it. That's not how it works. If my house is on fire and I invite you into my house, you're not going to put out the fire. You're going to catch on fire, right? So you got to bear that in mind. You've got to be happy with yourself. You got to enjoy life yourself, because ultimately, if you go in with the wrong expectations, then it's not going to live up to what you want either. And it's easy to see other people as a solution to your problem because you're not giving them the ability to be like fully themselves, because you're locking them into this fantasy concept that you have. It's like if you get into a relationship and you've been in a relationship for a long time, you might see somebody else and go, oh, it'd be fun to be in a relationship with them, but how much do you know about that person? How much are you just projecting a made-up fantasy, and is it going to live up to it, right? Brent, you wish she was joking, but that's why you're not on eHarmony anymore. The one mother you met who wasn't like that was on a different service. Larry, that's not true. Modern women absolutely do want men, right? There are some women who are only interested in money, 100%. There are gold diggers. There are women who are only interested in resources. That's unavoidable, right? I mean, you can avoid them, but it's unavoidable for them to exist. Actually, it's funny. I was talking about this with a neighbor, like, yesterday, and he was talking about somebody he knew. This chick wanted to go on a date, and she's like, we can go to my place afterwards, but I want to go to this restaurant and I want to do all this stuff. And like, for me, my whole thing was, I'm not spending any money on you to start with. I I don't buy food for anybody I haven't been inside of. I mean, obviously that doesn't apply to my dude friends and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But like, ultimately, that's it. Like, there's no way I'm buying your meal or buying you gifts or paying for anything until you've touched my dick in a satisfactory manner, right? Like, we've got to get to the point where, first of all, I'll let you touch it, and secondly, that I enjoyed that before I'll spend a dime, right? But then it becomes, who is it? Childish Gambino or whatever. He's like, unless we fucking, then I'll pay for all the food on the earth, man. Right? You know, that's it. Like, I am generous to people that are deserving of it, but we've got to get to a certain point. So I'm not spending my money ahead of time on you. We can fucking pay for our own food while we figure out whether our time is worth each other and all that. Because there's no fucking way. There is no way I'm getting out on that foot where it's like, I'm going to pay for a big meal. Fuck that shit. No, 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 no. You got to swallow my dong before you swallow meals paid for by me. Yes, you don't want to raise a kid. Well, it's understandable. It's a daunting prospect, right? Millmaster says, when you fix your life on your own, women will notice that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Randomness, you've made the mistake of focusing on one woman before being official, and typically it resulted in you being like a placeholder. Women do like to toss you up on the shelf as an, oh, well, I know he's here and he's not going anywhere, so then I can pursue these other things knowing that I'm good. You're like my backup plan. And it's like, nah. Exactly, Pierce. When you don't have your life together and you look for someone else to help you get it together in a relationship, you just end up making that other person's life a mess because you don't know how to live. You haven't figured out how to live with yourself. So how can you live with yourself and somebody else, right? Like, that's the kind of stuff it boils down to. If you need someone to help you with your life, you need a counselor. You need someone to like help you that way, as opposed to like you come into my life and fix it. And I mean, that's an easy thing to say, where it's like, get all your shit together before you like get with anybody else. I mean, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Moxman, you can't even imagine dating now? I can. I can imagine dating now. It would be like a mixed bag, right? I mean, on one hand, it's all a techno crazy world. But on the other hand, we both have our own little internet channels where it can be like, look at me, I'm a YouTube guy. Does that impress you in the current era, maybe? Who knows? Who knows? Trustworthy women, most women have higher standards than most men. Well, that makes perfect sense. It's all the bread theory, right? When it comes to women and men, I call it the bread theory, all right? Because it's real simple. You just have to look at the underlying animal nature of men and women, right? So it goes like this. Men and women get together to make babies. This is very basic, but that's the underlying psychology, right? So when you're looking for a mate, you are looking for a mate who can help you with procreation. Now, when it comes to procreating, it's an entirely different ballgame for men and women, right? Women get to be the choosers, first of all, in most cases, right? In most cases, women get to make the selection. But I liken making a baby to making a loaf of bread. As a dude, we can make a loaf of bread every 5 minutes. You can, as many chicks as you can bang, that's how many babies you can make. A woman can only make one baby a year. So if you're going to make a loaf of bread and you can make a loaf of bread every 5 minutes, do you really care about all the ingredients? Or are you just going to be like, flour, dirt, who cares? Let's go, right? Whereas if you can only make bread once a year, you're going to be like, no dirt, get that fucking shit out of here. Also, I don't want dollar store flour. Fuck you, right? Like, so because of that, women are way more choosy, and they should be, right? That's the biological nature of it. So at the end of the day, women are straight up going to go, I want good ingredients for my bread. Men don't feel like they need to have somebody out of their league, whereas women absolutely would love to like move up the chain, right? That's the deal. That's the deal. Boxman, you hear from coworkers how much of a nightmare it is? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I know I wouldn't have that difficult a time overall. I'm a pretty fucking charming, fun guy. So, and I'm not stupid. So I'm not going to fall into any of the easy traps. Like, I'm not going to get somebody pregnant. I'm not going to waste my money. I'm not going to waste my time. So, and whenever I'm single, it always turns into I'm seeing multiple women and just having fun flings and doing whatever. And there's overlap between them. And I can pick whichever one I want at the end of the day. When I find one that I feel like I like being in a monogamous relationship long term, that tends to be where I end up. But in the meantime, after I get out of a long term relationship, I like to keep it easy breezy. But I'm also very much about direct communication and being clear about what I'm doing. And I have no difficulty just talking to people. So I don't know. I'd probably just make some ridiculous profile like that was hilarious on whatever website and be like, like the dating websites worked well for me because most people are really fucking boring. They don't say anything interesting. So you've got a sea of people just going, hey, you're cute. Hi, hello. And then there's me just coming out of left field with some fucking craziness. And it's like, here you go. I'm going to stand the fuck out one way or another. That's how it goes. But at the end of the day, you got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself because nobody else can fix your life and nobody else wants to fix your life, right? You got to do the challenging work of evaluating what's wrong with your life and how you fix that. Yeah, man. It's not simple. It's not, in one way I guess it is simple, but in another way it's not simple at all. But who knows? Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe I'm exaggerating the difficulty or non-difficulty of it because it has been over a decade since I was single, right? And a part of me goes, would I even want to deal with the hassle? Like, the older I get, the more I'm just like, if Carly got hit by a train or something, would I just stay single because it's easier than dealing with all this stuff, There is a lot of compromise in building a life with somebody else, right? Trustworthy, you think you should play the game, have a few hundred wrapped around your one when you're at the restaurant, act like you don't care about the price? See, I don't agree with that. Everybody's got their own way of doing things, but I think that you should present yourself as you are. So trying to pretend you're more of a baller than you are and you don't care about the price, if that's not something that you're actually going to live, then that's like false advertising, right? So how can you build a solid foundation on shaky ground like that? That might be good for shallow surface interactions if you only want some short-term stuff with like gold diggers or whatever, but I fucking care about the price of shit. Fuck that noise. Money matters, right? So I'm not just gonna like fucking pour it on the ground like water in the fucking desert? Pierce, no, I don't consider makeup to be false advertising. I consider makeup to be them trying to put their best foot forward in terms of presentability. You can find that to be false if you want. I don't tend to like overly make-upped women. All the women that I've been with look good without makeup, but I don't take issue with makeup. I don't feel like that's fake, you know? Juggling, you think it's harder dating when you're older because you know what you like, so the pool of optimal partners does slim down a bit? Well, that's just saving everybody's time. Knowing what you want and who you are means you're not going to waste your time or other people's time. So who wants to include a bunch of less than ideal options? That just feels like it's going to waste your time, you know? Heavy metal, you're going to wear a white fedora and matching pants to church tomorrow? Oh, fancy boy showing off for God. Pierce, I mean, I feel you. Carly barely wears any makeup. Most of the time, none. So it's... But for me, it's never been an issue if chicks wear makeup. I'm not like, you're trying to be fake with me. It's not like they're trying to pretend there's something they're not, right? I just don't see how being false at the beginning is going to get you anywhere. Now, that doesn't mean you want to sit there and pour out all your problems. You just don't want to represent yourself as something that you're not, right? Trustworthy says, I've been married for decades. I don't know what I'm talking about regarding dating. Fair enough. I've been married for over a decade myself. I feel like I've got a few basic rules of thumb that apply regardless of the time and age, but I don't know the current landscape 100%. But I'll tell you right now, I'm funny. I got fucking a great voice. I got beautiful eyes. And now I got an internet presence too that I absolutely know for a fact could be leveraged to pick up fucking chicks. But I wouldn't want to do that because it would be shallow, and I wouldn't want to be with a chick who wants to be with me because I fucking like have an internet presence. I honestly, if I was back on the dating scene, I wouldn't mention YouTube. I wouldn't mention any of it. If they asked what I did, I would just go, I'm a video editor. Can we not talk about work? It's not something I'm interested in, like us and talking about real life, and work is, I get that it's an easy subject to bring up, but it's not something I'm particularly interested in diving into. And I would keep all that shit like just off to the side, where I didn't lie. I told you I was a video editor. I do edit my own videos. It's not untrue, but I wouldn't reveal what I did until I was more sure of the woman and my interest in her and her interest in me, without that extra level of shine, because people do view you differently when it comes to that kind of stuff, right? I know that I'm not some huge internet presence, and I'm not trying to pretend that I am, but even at my size, it does affect the way people think and act towards you. I've seen it on a number of different levels in my life. So you got to understand as well that like there's rejection inherent in this. You got to put yourself out there, which leaves you open to rejection. And as a dude, you got to be the one to make the moves, because it is rare for women to make the first move. And you might not even be able to tell a chick is into you, right? There was the one chick that I thought was smoking hot. And I didn't know she had a crush on me when we worked together. And then I ended up hitting on her when she was single. And that's when she told me she had a crush on me. And I was like, let's go, right? Like, that's just the way it goes. But women keep it, they keep it low key a lot of the time. Hey, what up, Nathan? How you doing, buddy? How's life treating you, my friend? Seeing you is tickling my memory for something. I can't remember what it was. All I know is in the last 2 days I thought about you, Nathan, and was like, I gotta tell him thanks for blank, and I can't remember what the blank was. So, there's just a blank of thanks, big boy. What the hell was it for? No, it's not coming to me. It's not coming to me. There was something specific, though. Nathan, your work is endless, but you're taking time to hang out with the wife and kid and play Magic on Arena. Nice. I was playing Arena earlier. Tickle my ball bag. Maybe I'll remember. I start tickling my ball bag. This stream's going to turn into something else. Well, Larry, women don't like making the first move. Apparently, there was that one dating website where they made women make the first move, and they changed that because women don't want to do that. Women get to choose. They are, just by the nature of our species, like I said, they're the ones who are picky. They need to worry about their bread ingredients, and we don't. So it makes sense that they get to be the choosers. Strange Signals Super Chat says, thoughts on the Duskmore Nightmare bundle? I haven't seen it yet, buddy. I have not seen it, so I currently don't have any particular thoughts about that. Is that the gift edition? Is that the one? I might have seen a picture of it. Does it look like a TV? I think I saw some magic box that looked like TV. Heavy Metal, that's it. It was Bumble. That's right. That's right. Nathan, you just went 7-1 on your first attempt at the Arena Open, so now you need to wake up early to play Magic tomorrow? Well, look at you, fancy boy. I scrubbed out of Bloomborough draft today. I got my ass beat and my head bounced off the fucking curb, like hardcore. I managed to scrape one win out before I got kicked in the dick and kicked out of the event. I got smoked. The other people's decks outclassed mine so hard, and every single fucking game I drew multiple copies of Shore Up in my starting hand, and I'm just like, again like every game without fail, and people were just dropping bombs and kicking my teeth in, and I just barely managed to scratch out one win. It was pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Jugloom, go to a church or grocery store. It's a hot place to flirt. Wherever, man. Wherever. Just, you never know where you're going to meet somebody, right? You never know where it's going to happen. You just got to leave yourself open to the opportunities. Dating is challenging. All of it, you know? Like making a life with somebody else, accepting them for what they are, and realizing that you're never going to get everything you want out of a relationship 100%. Like, nobody can be everything to you, and you might have all these things that you want in your life, and some of that might be alleviated by other kinds of friendship. Like, you might be feeling lonely, but not realizing that it's not just romantic loneliness, but like some of that loneliness could be cured by nights, like boys' night out with some friends or stuff like that. The pandemic especially kind of shunted us all indoors and disconnected us in that way. So you can't expect too much out of your relationship as well, right? Well, congratulations on making it to day 2, Nathan. I hope you kill it, buddy. Millmaster, you're all perfectly aware of what I am? A maniac. I'm a maniac. I mean, I have an advantage in that I just love joking around with people and whatever, and like that can easily lead into flirting and stuff like that. Women like it when you make them laugh. There's no disputing that. You make them feel good. It's hard to ignore. Hard to ignore. Man, I got so spanked in that draft today. It was pathetic. It was pathetic. I've heard that blue isn't so hot in Bloomborough, and I experienced it firsthand, man. Yeah, I've made the mistake in the past of thinking a relationship, like when I wasn't in the right position to. Larry, now you're falling for the same thing as the news when they show you like somebody getting robbed. You're like, I can't go outside, I'm gonna get robbed. Do you know how few women there are actually at the gym who are like recording and you're gonna be called creepy or whatever? That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Jess, if you were rich, you'd pay to get insults for Millmaster. You'd pay me to insult Millmaster? That's funny. Nathan, unfortunately, Bloomberg, you almost need to force green and green-white. I did get my ass beat down by white decks. Yup. That definitely happened. I can't remember. It was a blur. Pierce, you're asking the wrong guy, man. I got my ass beat in the Bloomberg draft. go look up some other people's guides to it. Because I haven't done enough of the drafts to be experienced. I've had a lot of stuff going on lately, so I haven't had the time. I haven't had the time to play a bunch of the quick drafts or the player drafts. I've entered into 2 drafts, and I've only finished one of them, so... Oh, yeah, I did get beat down by green. Heavy Metal, you sure do miss the wheel. If I do the wheel every night, it can get stale, right? I get it. It's just like, if it's constant, it can get boring. You're allowed to super chat me without it, but I get if that's the only way you like to do it, that's fine. But I don't want to have to fucking have a wheel for every goddamn fucking stream. You feel me? Like, that's it. You miss it, cool. But at the end of the day, I don't want to do the same fucking thing every single night. And if I sit there and just prioritize what's going to fucking get me money, then all I'm going to think about is how I can extract money from people. And that will fundamentally alter the nature of our fucking hangouts, where I'll start to go, oh, I haven't made enough money, I'm leaving. There are streamers who do that. They straight up go, if I don't make X number of dollars in an hour, I'm leaving, goodbye, fuck you. So I have to be cognizant of what I choose to do, right? So if you find the fucking streams boring or whatever, or not worthy of super chatting because of that, that's fine. It's like, it is what it is. But I don't want to fucking hear it every night when I'm not doing the wheel that you fucking missed the wheel, or there needs to be other things, okay? Think about this like a kitchen where I'm cooking up a particular meal. Eat it and enjoy it, or shut the fuck up, right? Like, that's what it turns into, bro, you know? Like, at the end of the day. I'm not gonna fucking do the same thing every night. Nathan, green has the best synergies. I did get beat down by green. I'm remembering now. Don't listen to Trustworthy. Have kids. Have kids if you want them. They're going to be fine, man. Your fear runs away with you, especially when you think about kids and stuff. They're going to sort it out. Larry says, Heavy Metal needs to get a break from being roasted too many times by the wheel. That's true, too. Heavy Metal, you just wish you could attend the subscriber stream. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. That's completely reasonable, right? 100%. It sucks that work can get in the way of that kind of stuff, right? Hey, Rain! Super Chat says, snipers be sniping! It's raining and pouring on the board! Heavy Metal, I'm glad you don't find the streams boring without the wheel, because I don't ever want to have to do the same thing every fucking night. I don't want to feel put in a box. I want to feel free to do what I'm going to do, right? And I don't know. I guess that kind of does make me think, too, if I'm doing... Maybe I'll do 2 subscriber streams. One earlier in the day so other people can come. That probably won't help you because you'll be at work. But there are people in other time zones who can't make it to these streams as well. So, I don't know. I don't know 100%, honestly. Mailmaster, you're going to have chicken katsu. Nice. That's awesome. Jess, you don't miss the wheel? Nathan Super Chat says, tied in the Perp Magic God to ensure I win the Arena Open tomorrow. All right, man. In the name of the Perp, the Hatcher, and the Holy Me, you got that extra luck. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Heavy Metal, you sometimes can sham while at work. We will see. It is Sunday, so I don't have a lot of stuff I need to do tomorrow. I could theoretically do an earlier and a later stream so that more people have a chance to show up. Rain, you got washed off the board. Oh, up out came the Nathan and dried up all the rain. I know I'm a weirdo. There are streamers out there who would happily be like, you want a wheel stream every night? We'll do a wheel stream every night. But there was a while where I did wheel streams every Friday. And that was the specific thing. And then it started to feel too restrictive. So I stopped doing wheel streams altogether. And lately we've been doing like tons of them. And it's fine because I've been having a good time. But I do need to intersperse it with other things just to break it up and not feel like people give me super chats because they want to support what I do. I don't want to feel like I have to come up with things to try and extract super chats. Like I said, if I try and do things like that, then it fundamentally changes the nature of our interaction, and it turns it more transactional, which is never what I wanted. It makes me happy that people support me because they enjoy what I do, not because I have to give them something. I'm already giving them the something. It's the entertainment, right? So a bunch of people will choose not to support at all. Some people will only do it because of wheels and whatever else, and that's fine. Everybody chooses their own level. But I have to walk I always avoid things that I feel like will diminish my desire to do streams. And if I start to focus on all like the super chats and having to get them, then that means I have to use like numbers as a measure of stream success. And if it's not successful enough, then I feel like I'm failing. Why would I want to go and do things that I'm failing at? Why would I want to do things that lead to negative emotions? Why would I want to do something that makes me feel like you guys, I don't want to treat you like Wizards treats us. Do you know what I mean? Like, what sort of tricks can I do to manipulate you into giving me money? That doesn't feel good. It doesn't make me feel good about myself, right? Feeling like I'm a genuine entertainer and people support me because they already feel like they're getting like their own worth out of it, that makes me feel good. You see, you've noticed that I don't chase the biggest numbers that I can. I'm like, maybe that's what I should do. It's just fucking focus on whatever will get me the most money and fuck everything else. So I should just go and make like political videos or whatever else, and who cares? Just like, how can I get, what's going to get me the biggest numbers? Who gives a fuck about any of the people? You know? Like, if that's the route, then Heavy Metal, I'm not going to be fucking messaging you out of the blue, asking if you're doing okay mentally and checking up on people and stuff like that, right? That's the kind of stuff I do, because I give a fuck about you guys. But if it just turns into, like, you guys are just dollar signs, how the fuck, like, it's dehumanizing. It's dehumanizing for all of us. And I never want to be that, you know? I've seen people get really greedy and just the things that it leads them to do. And I feel like that's the destruction of creativity, where I feel like I've got to say specific things. Maybe if I say this, they'll give me money, instead of say this because I think it's funny, or this is what I want to talk about. What's the stream going to be about that gets me the most money? Money, 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 right? Like, I've got to not go that route, because that's how you destroy doing things the way that I do them. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I know I'm a weirdo. And there are tons of people who'd be happy to be in my position and would just do whatever the audience says to do. I'm doing it, you know? Like, I've lost big financial supporters because I wouldn't do what they want, you know? Like, you give me 20 spins and all this shit, and I wouldn't. And then they were just like, if you don't, I'm never giving you another fucking super chat. And I said, then I guess you're never giving me another super chat. There's been a bunch of times where I've chosen the path that isn't about the money, And it's the only way I know how to do things and keep going. I avoid anything I feel like is going to put a barrier between us, that's going to change the nature of our relationship, or it's going to fuck up just the dynamics. So maybe I make the wrong choices sometimes. I don't know. But it feels to me like I'm making the right choices because it hasn't turned into that yet. I don't sit down and go, I have to make X fucking dollars, or I'm not doing this or any of this stuff. Or I don't sit there and look and go, oh, this stream is a fucking failure because I didn't get super chats and whatever else, you know? What up, Hack? Thanks, buddy. I'm glad you love my stuff. Millmaster, your pops is pushing 80 and still working. No reason to either. For some people, you stop working, you stop living, right? Nathan says he's leaving. If someone wants to try and snipe the board, you can. He won't take it back. So yeah, I've had multiple people try and control what I do through the financial stuff, and it's difficult to, like, I'm not rich, so like sometimes it's a shitty feeling. It's a shitty feeling to feel like somebody feels like they can, like, manipulate or bully you with their money, or that, like, they think they can just act however they want. And I think some of the people just are so rich that that's how real life works for them, where they just wander around and they can get whatever they want and people do what they want. But I can't just let somebody dictate everything that's going to happen just because, you know, I don't know. I don't know if this makes sense to you guys, because I'm weird. It is what it is. Larry, your grandfather on your mom's side had cancer back in 2000. He had a lot of money, but all the money couldn't save his life. Well, at the end of the day, I mean, money is, I want to be able to take care of Carly. And hell, I'd love to be rich, but I always wanted to be an entertainer. And when I first started this and people gave me money, I tried to give it back to them like a fucking weirdo. I'm like, you don't have to give me money. I just like entertaining. Like, do you want the money back? And I'm like, stop it, man. Fuck you, bro. Like, I literally, like, I watch you more than I fucking watch Netflix. I pay them. Just take the money. Stop being a weirdo. So I learned to accept all that. And I've remained adamant about not being controlled by the financial side of things, right? Habanero, treating people like people sometimes feels like a lost art in this age. Yeah, man. I feel you. I feel you, bro. Super duper, what's up? I ain't giving you nothing but my disrespect. All right? How about that? How about that? No refunds, cockbag. Is it legit your birthday? Well, I mean, that explains why it's fucking such a shitty day, right? That's, yo, didn't you say you were fucking going to Toronto? And isn't Toronto being flooded right now? That's because fucking God hates your guts. He thinks you're a piece of shit, super duper. And guess what? His assessment is correct. You're fucking trash, man. Whatever the opposite of happy birthday is what I wish upon you. I hope your ball bag fucking shrivels and falls off, both for the dismay that it will cause you and to ensure your shitty genetics don't get passed further into the world, bro. Fuck you, everything you do, everything you love. I hope everything you eat fucking tastes like ashes in your mouth. I hope every fart you rip hurts your fucking asshole, bro. I hope you fucking go bankrupt. I hope that you get painful fucking zits on your ball bag so that you can't sit down properly. Is that a thing? Whatever. I hope it's a new thing for you. I hope it's wait a minute. It's after midnight. That means it's not your fucking birthday anymore, you ugly prick. So fuck you. All right. It's a thing now. That's right, heavy metal. I just brought it into existence. That's funny. Man, so sweet. The Yo-Yo Strings, a fucking new movie, an awesome book. This is great. This has been great. Oh, it just became your birthday. Okay, there you go. Then I started it out just right. Excellent. Because we're wrapping it up here. It's time to get going. So always remember, I'm only about the money. If you don't give me money, you're fucking dead to me. My PayPal is fucking listed. This is all just a big grift and a scam to get your money. So pay the fuck up. Super duper, the only way you're going to have a good birthday is if you send me money via PayPal. Anyways, everybody, get out of here. Fuck you. I only want money. I'll only ever want money. Money, money, money. Give me that fucking money. Money, money, bye.